Hello, this is Mohammed Mazia. Today I want to show you how to make one of our traditional Middle Eastern dishes, stuffed crab leaves or warak inab in Arabic, or leaves from the crab and that have been kept in bin to soften them and make them salty and then stuffed with the rice filling. Although they're small and it's the same symbol, very few people know how to make them correctly. For this recipe, you will need some items. 1 jar crab leaves, 1 can of tomato paste, 2 cups of basmati rice, 1 teaspoon each of black peppers and salt, 1 teaspoon of onion butters, basil, and 1 cup of olive oil, 2 potatoes, 1 cup of lemon juice, and 1 tomato. You also need some mixing bowls, wooden spoon, a large pot, and a blender. Keep in mind that you will be using a stove, so be very careful not to burn yourself. The very first thing you need to do is soak the rice to remove the extra starch. Put the rice in a bowl and leave it for 20 minutes before you start step 1. Step 1. First you need to make the mixture to mix with the rice. In the blender, mix half of the can of tomato paste, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper, 1 teaspoon of onion butter, 1 teaspoon of basil leaves, the olive oil, and lemon juice. The thickness of this sauce should be medium, not like water and not too thick to pour. The rice must absorb this sauce, so it must have the right thickness. Step 2. Rinse the rice a few minutes to make sure most of the starch is gone. Mix together the rice and the sauce and let them sit so the rice will absorb the sauce. Step 3. Take the leaves out of the jar. Be very carefully because they will rub, and they are rubbed, then they cannot cook correctly. You must rinse the crab leaves to make sure most of the salt is rinsed off them, and then keep them in the water until you're ready to use them so they don't dry out. Step 4. This is where it becomes difficult for some people. Take 1 crab leaf out of the bowl and with a paper towel gently blot off the excess water. You must make sure the spine of the leaf is facing upward when you lay the leaf down on your plate. Put a small spoonful of the rice in the center of the crab leaf. Next, you must fold the bottom of the leaf up over part of the rice, and then fold each of the arms of the leaf over each other's. Roll the leaf from the bottom to the top to make a small roll. Check the roll to make sure there is no way the rice can escape during cooking. Make as many crab leaves as you can until you run out of ingredients. Step 5. This step is to make sure the leaves cooked properly. and that they do not burn and stick to the bottom of the pot. Slice both the potato and the tomato in thick slices and layer them in the bottom of the pot. Next, you must pick the grub leaves into the pot so that they cannot move around. If the leaves can move well, they are cooking. They will honor roll on the rice will come out. Add the remaining tomato, paste olive oil, and some lemon juice and water so the grub leaves are covered in the pot. Do not fill the pot to the top, but just make sure the grub leaves are covered. Step 6. For 45 minutes, keep the grub leaves covered and cook them on low, medium. You can check to see if they are done by poking them with a fork, and if they are softened, then they are finished. If they are still hard, keep cooking until they are softened enough to easily poke with a fork. Let them cool before you serve them with some lemons. You may also serve the tomatoes and potatoes on the side. Thank you very much.